Beneath the canopy of ancient banyan trees in the heart of the forest, young animals sat in a circle, their eyes gleaming with curiosity. Owliram, the wise old owl with silver feathers and eyes full of memories, perched on a low branch above them. His voice was calm, deep, and full of emotion as he began. A stormy night in Amber Hills. It was a night the hills still remember, little ones. The wind howled through the trees, and thunder cracked open the sky. Down in the valley, a tiny girl of just 4, Memoon, was on a camping trip with her parents. But her curiosity pulled her away from the tent and into destiny. A frightened cry pierced the rain. Hidden between boulders, a lion cub, so small, so soaked, so scared, trembled in the storm. The night of muffins and stories. She didn't run. She didn't scream. Little Memoon crouched down, her raincoat flapping, and gently freed the cub. She wrapped him in her jacket, whispered kind words, and sat beside him all night under a tree. She named him Simbha, after the lion in her favorite storybook. And do you know what she did next? She shared her muffins, told him bedtime stories. And in the heart of that wild storm, 2 souls, one wild, one human, found warmth in each other. Morning farewell. When dawn broke, the rain had stopped, but another storm brewed in her heart. Forest officers came. "You were brave, little one," they said. They lifted Simbha gently into their jeep for his safety, they said. Simbha turned. Just once, his eyes met hers, full of something unspoken. And as the jeep drove off, Memoon waved, her tiny fingers shaking, tears rolling down her cheeks. Time moved on. Seasons changed. Flowers bloomed and wilted, and Memoon grew into a bright, cheerful 7-year-old. She danced, she sang, she laughed. But at night under the stars, she would whisper softly, "Where are you now, Simbha?" She had not forgotten the cub. Not the warmth, not the look, not the friendship. Some bonds stay even when years pass. Across the forest, Simbha remembered too. Far away in the forest, Simbha had grown strong, a majestic young lion now, but the wild never erased the warmth he once felt. Some nights, under the moonlight, he would stand still and remember the little girl with kind hands, the warmth of muffins, the lull of her voice. 2 hearts, far apart, still remembering. The fire in Nagarhole. One summer, Memoon and her parents went trekking in the lush Nagarhole forest. All was calm until the smoke rose. From a ridge, they saw it. Flames curling through the valley like angry serpents. Trees crackled. Animals panicked. She had no powers, just a pounding heart. The bravery of a 7-year-old. Before her parents could stop her, Memoon dashed into the smoke. She wasn't thinking, just feeling. She led deer, birds, rabbits, whoever she could, towards safety. Her eyes stung. Her lungs burned. She stumbled, but she kept going. She was just a child, but the fire couldn't burn her courage. The fall and the prayer. At last, her tiny legs gave up. She fell to the forest floor, her body heavy with exhaustion. Smoke swirled around her like a blanket. Her hand reached out to a baby bird. Her lips moved in prayer. "Please, save the animals, please," she whispered, fading. Mother Nature's answer, and the forest heard her. The wind shifted. A roar broke through the blaze. Through the smoke charged a mighty lion, eyes blazing, heart thundering. Simbha, he had followed her scent. He had remembered her soul. And now he came not just as a lion, but as a friend answering the call. Reunion of 2 souls. He found her, still, barely breathing. With a trembling nuzzle, he touched her cheek. Her eyes fluttered open. "Simbha," she whispered. He purred softly, wrapping his body around her like a shield. The cub and the girl, lost in time, had found their way back. Together, they saved the forest. Then came the rallying cry. Simbha roared and the jungle answered. Elephants formed paths. Water buffaloes pushed burning logs. Birds flew above, guiding animals to safety, and Memoon, weak but standing, pointed the way. Together, they turned fear into fight and flames into hope. The bond lives on. Since that day, Simbha has never left her side. They walked the forest paths together, guardians of peace, whisperers of courage. They met in fear. They reunited in fire. But now they journey in love. Their story, my little ones, is not just about a lion and a girl, but about the magic that lives in true friendship. Owliram's wings folded as his tail ended. So you see, my dears, real friendship never fades. Not across time, not across species, not even across fire.